What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am back to do my 2019 NFL Playoffs Wildcard Weekend predictions. Now, with the regular season in the books, we are now into my favorite part of the NFL season and where it really matters the most, the NFL Playoffs. And the road to Super Bowl 54 begins now, and it starts right here on Wildcard Weekend where the craziest things have happened. So I am very excited to do my Wildcard Weekend predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into this upcoming NFL postseason after a very good year last year, we went 6-5, and our overall postseason record in the NFL playoff predictions is 20-13. So we're coming in hot, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 1-year winning streak. Hopefully in this video we make it 2 years in a row. Hopefully. Now, if you guys haven't checked out my New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 2 2019-2020 predictions video yet, definitely go check it out if you haven't. This is the second video of the day and the final video of 2019. So hope you guys will be able to watch all these videos. Always show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks, your opinions, and representing your NFL teams in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today as a first-time viewer and this is your first video, boy, you picked the good one if you're a huge fan of the NFL like myself and you're ready for Wildcard Weekend and the start of the NFL postseason. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is two. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into my Wildcard Weekend predictions. Let's start off on Saturday with an AFC Wildcard showdown between the Buffalo Bills heading to Houston to face the Houston Texans. Now, the Buffalo Bills are coming off their loss to the New York Jets on Sunday. They're coming in at 10-6, but the Bills are back in the playoffs for the first time in 2 years, and the Bills are looking to advance to the AFC Divisional Round for the first time since 1995. But history on Wildcard Weekend has not been kind to the Buffalo Bills, because here's a dangerous fact. Since 1995, the Bills have not won a wild card game. They are 0-4. So the Bills are looking to end that 4-year drought on Wild Card Weekend and get a big victory and advance to their first AFC Divisional Round in the first time in nearly 25 years. Now, the Buffalo Bills in the regular season were really the talk of the AFC East, because a lot of people didn't expect them to be good this year. A lot of people thought it was going to be another down year for the Bills, but they once again proved a lot of people wrong. And they were really a big threat in the AFC East division with my New England Patriots all the way up to the end. But this Bills team has definitely gotten better since that team in 2017. Josh Allen has gotten better, their offense has gotten better, and their defense has gotten better. And this Bills team is looking to get a big victory on the road. They're excited you have the Houston Texans coming off their loss to the Tennessee Titans on Sunday. Yes, they rested a lot of starters in that game, but the Texans are also coming in at 10-6, and the Texans are once again back here on Wildcard Weekend for the second consecutive year. They were here last year where they lost to the Colts, and the Texans are looking to punch their ticket to the AFC Divisional Round for the first time in 3 years. Now, the Texans got it done in the regular season. They won the AFC South for the second consecutive year, and on Wildcard Weekend they are 3-2, so they do have a winning record here. But the Texans once again got it done. They won the AFC South. Even without J.J. Watt on defense, this Texans team has gotten better and better with Deshaun Watson running the show, DeAndre Hopkins getting those big-time catches, their defense stepping up, and this Texans team is looking to get a big home victory on Wildcard Weekend. So coming from me in this AFC Wildcard showdown on Saturday, ooh, this one's going to be good. Josh Allen versus Deshaun Watson. This one's going to be really good. But coming from me, I'm making this one wrong, but I'm going to go with Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, and the Houston Texans to get it done at home and defeat the Buffalo Bills in a very close one and advance to the AFC Divisional for the first time in 3 years. And now the next wildcard matchup. It is the Tennessee Titans heading to Gillette to face the reigning AFC champions and the reigning Super Bowl champions, my New England Patriots. Now, this is the 4th postseason meeting between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. The Patriots lead the postseason series 2-1. Now, the Patriots' last victory over the Tennessee Titans in the postseason was all the way back in the 2017 AFC Divisional, and the last time the Tennessee Titans defeated my Patriots in a playoff game, you got to go all the way back to when they were the Houston Oilers, back at the 1978 AFC Divisional Round. So the Titans franchise hasn't been the Patriots in nearly 41 years. Now, starting off with the Titans first, they're coming off their big victory over the Houston Texans on Sunday. They're coming in at 9-7, and they are back in the playoffs for the first time in 2 years. And this Titans team is looking to punch their ticket to the AFC Divisionals for the first time since 2017. Now, this Titans team had to scratch and claw to get that sixth and final wild card spot in the AFC this year. And talk about a shock. Who would have thought that the quarterback that would be coming in for the Titans wasn't going to be Marcus Mariota? It was going to be Ryan Tannehill, the former Miami Dolphin. And the fact that Ryan Tannehill has put his team on his back and got him back to the playoffs is really a big story. And this Titans team is coming in strong. Their running game is good with Derrick Henry. Their defense has stepped up. And this Titans team is looking to pull off the biggest upset on Wildcard Weekend history and knock out the reigning defending Super Bowl champs. There is idea my New England Patriots coming off their shocking loss to the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. We're coming in at 12-4, and with that loss to the Dolphins, we lost the huge advantage of being the number 2 seed and the first round bye. And we are here on Wildcard Weekend as a wildcard team for the first time since 2009. We haven't won a wildcard game since 2006. And this Patriots team is looking to get themselves back to the AFC Divisional Round for the first time since last year. Now, the fact that the Patriots, the reigning Super Bowl champions, are a wild card team this year just shows how unpredictable the NFL season is. Because a lot of people were thinking, including myself, oh, we're going to be a lock for the 2 seed or the 1 seed or a first round bye. And the fact that the Dolphins beat us on our home turf on Sunday, costing us a number 2 spot and giving the number 2 spot to the Chiefs, shows that the NFL is, as I've said all the time, unpredictable. And really, it's going to really test our mental state, because we've always been the team that got the first round bye almost every year we have made it to the playoffs. But this is the first time we're in a spot we haven't been in so long, a wild card spot. But if there is any AFC team that can make a wild card, win a wild card game and make a run to the Super Bowl, it's my New England Patriots. I mean, we've seen it before in the NFL postseason history. I mean, the last wild card team to win the Super Bowl was the 2012 Ravens. So, out of all the wild card teams that are in this year's NFL postseason, I can see maybe 2 coming out of that and making quite possibly their championship game or possibly the Super Bowl. One of them is definitely the Patriots. So, coming from me in this AFC wildcard showdown on Saturday night, this one's going to be good because Ryan Tannehill knows Tom Brady for his days in Miami, and Sony Michel versus Derrick Henry is going to be good. But I think the X factor is, can the New England Patriots stop Derrick Henry? Because really they haven't stopped some big time running backs in the regular season. So hopefully their defense will step up in the postseason, and they don't usually lose in postseason games. So coming from me, I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to go with my New England Patriots to get it done at home and defeat the Tennessee Titans in a very close one and advance back to the AFC Divisional Round. And now these Sunday games, which are all in the NFC, starting off with a rematch of the 2017 NFC Divisional Round between the Minnesota Vikings heading to the Superdome to face the reigning NFC South champions, the New Orleans Saints. Now this is the 5th postseason meeting between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. The Vikings lead the all-time postseason series 3-1. Now, the Saints' last victory over the Minnesota Vikings in the postseason was the 2009 NFC Championship game, which that was the last time the Saints won the NFC title and also won the Super Bowl. And the last time the Vikings defeated the New Orleans Saints in the postseason was the game that this is the rematch of the 2017 NFC Divisional Round, known as the Miracle Minneapolis. Now, starting off with the Vikings first, they are coming off their loss to the Chicago Bears on Sunday. They're coming in at 10-6, and the Vikings are back in the playoffs for the first time in 2 years. They are looking to get their first wildcard victory since 2004, and history on Wildcard Weekend has not been kind to the Vikings, because here's a dangerous fact. Since their last wildcard victory in 2004, the Vikings are 0-3 on Wildcard Weekend, so they're looking to end that losing streak and punch their ticket back to the NFC Divisional Round for the first time in 2 years. Now, this Vikings team nearly won the NFC North. They'd beaten the Green Bay Packers and beaten the Chicago Bears on Week 17, but the Packers got it done. They have the number 2 seed, but this Vikings team is still a dangerous team, and they're looking, and you got Kirk Cousins. Hopefully Dalvin Cook will be back for him. Their defense has stepped up, and this Vikings team is looking to pull off another big miracle on the road. There is idea of the New Orleans Saints coming off their loss in last year's NFC Championship game via a screw job by Clown Shoes Goodell and the referees. And the New Orleans Saints are back in the playoffs for the second consecutive year. But this time they're playing as a wild card team. And their last wild card appearance was over 2 years ago. And the Saints team is coming in at 13-3 after defeating the Carolina Panthers. And for me, the other team that I think could make a Super Bowl run as a wild card team is the New Orleans Saints. I think this Saints team is focused because after what happened in 2017 between these two, that miracle in Minneapolis where the Saints defense were falling asleep and let Stephon Diggs run for the game-winning touchdown, and then last year's controversial and screw job ending to the Saints season last year in the NFC Championship game to the Los Angeles Rams, this Saints team is gonna be looking for blood because losing like that in 2 big playoff games is definitely hurts the Saints' reputation of, oh yeah, they're a great regular season team, but they haven't won a Super Bowl since 2009. And it really hurts Drew Brees' reputation. Oh yeah, he's a great quarterback. He's a Hall of Famer. But he's only won 1 Super Bowl. And everybody was talking about him not being one of the top 10 quarterbacks in NFL's top 100 list. And that was a big snub. But he's got to produce in the playoffs. Yes, he's won a Super Bowl, but it's been since 2009 since he's held that Lombardi trophy. But this year it is make or break for the Saints because if they cannot get back to the NFC title game and quite possibly make it to the Super Bowl, I don't know if the Saints are going to be even trusted to win a Super Bowl ever if they don't win it this year. So coming from me in the rematch of the Miracle in Minneapolis in 2017 and this wildcard showdown on Sunday. Oh man, Kirk Cousins versus Drew Brees, Dalvin Cook versus Alvin Kamara, Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs versus Michael Thomas. This one's going to be good, but coming from me, I just can't see the Saints losing at home, especially on a wild card game. I just cannot see that happening. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints to get it done at home and defeat the Minnesota Vikings and advance to the NFC Divisionals for the 2nd consecutive year. And now the final NFC wildcard game of this 2019 NFL playoff season. It is a battle of the birds between my Seattle Seahawks heading to Philadelphia to face the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the Seattle Seahawks are coming off their heartbreaking loss to the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday Night Football. And they're coming in at 11-5, and the Seahawks are back in the wildcard position for the 2nd consecutive year. They were here last year, and the Seahawks are looking to get a wildcard win for the first time since 2016. And the Seahawks are looking to punch their ticket back to the NFC Divisional for the first time in 3 years. Now, the Seahawks team has been absolutely ravaged with injuries. After their second to last game, they lost their running back C.J. Prosise, Chris Carson, and out of nowhere on Week 17, they re-signed Beast Mode Marshawn Lynch, and that signing was big because now we have a guy who has gotten playoff experience, who was with the Seahawks during their Super Bowl run, and we also have a good backup in Travis Homer, who I watched at the U, and he did some good, and the Seahawks did some good. Travis Homer had a great game against the 49ers. Marshawn Lynch had his first touchdown at the 1-yard line to nearly give the Seahawks the victory, but a delay of game and the last second catch by I forget Hollister nearly got nearly gave us the game against the 49ers, but the 49ers got it done. And got to give them a lot of credit. They were the best team in the NFC, and Kyle Shanahan should win the Coach of the Year for sure. But the Seahawks team is coming in, looking to rebound and bounce back in the playoffs, and they're playing on the road. And we all know they only lost 1 game on the road in the regular season, and when it comes to Wildcard Weekend, the Seattle Seahawks bring out some Seattle magic, and the Seahawks team is looking to bring it out here. There is the idea of the Philadelphia Eagles making a repeat trip to the Wildcard Weekend for the 2nd consecutive year. They were here last year. They defeated the Chicago Bears on the road, and this Eagles team is looking to advance to the NFC Divisional Round for the 2nd consecutive time this year. Now, this Eagles team is coming off defeating the New York Giants on Sunday, coming in at 9-7. They won the NFC East, eliminating the Dallas Cowboys, which I know Cowboys fans are not going to be happy about it, but it's time to fire Jason Garrett. But this Eagles team is always been a scary team to be playing in the playoffs, and they're a team that when you play in Philadelphia, it's like playing in a huge nest, and that whole crowd just brings all their emotion into that stadium. And this one's going to be a really intriguing showdown. So coming from me in this NFC wildcard showdown to see who will be heading to the NFC Divisional Round, this one's going to be good. Carson Wentz versus Russell Wilson is a solid. It's going to be a showdown for sure. But coming from me, I'm making this one wrong, but I'm going to go with Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Marshawn Lynch, Travis Homer, Pete Carroll, and my Seattle Seahawks to rebound and bounce back on the road and defeat the Philadelphia Eagles in a very close one and advance to the NFC Divisional Round for the first time in 3 years. And those are my 2019 NFL Playoffs Wildcard Weekend predictions. Now, I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below. Who do you have winning on Wildcard Weekend in the AFC? Who do you have winning between Buffalo and Houston? Who do you have winning between the Titans and the Patriots? And who do you have winning on Wildcard Weekend in the NFC between the Vikings and the Saints and the Seahawks and Eagles? Let me know who you got. Do you see any big-time upsets happening? And let me know right now in the comments section who is your front runner to win this year's Super Bowl. And as always, represent your NFL teams. Even if they didn't make the playoffs this year, even if they had a rough regular season or won one game, still represent them in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. And I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching all of my videos in 2019. This was a banner year for the Dangerous Alliance. We hit big milestones. We hit 500 subscribers. We're at 700 plus subscribers right now, and we're going into 2020 with a lot of big time videos coming up. And I just want to say thank you guys, each and every one of you, for sticking around, supporting the channel. Thank you guys. Thank you for the old subscribers that have been here since day one. Thank you guys. Thanks to the new subscribers who subscribed to the channel. Again, thank you guys, and welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. And hopefully what you guys did in 2019, which was a big year for the channel, you guys will continue into a new decade in 2020, and hopefully you guys will be along for the ride. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with friends, of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous Alliance, and I will see you guys on the first Monday of 2020 for my 2019 NFL Playoffs, AFC and NFC Divisional predictions, and my official Ring of Honors Honor Reign Supremes Concord 2020 predictions. Later days, guys. Happy New Year and peace. The road to Super Bowl 54 begins now.